here, pal.
Oh,
I've
live.
got the Google search for LeBlanc up on screen. I've already fucked it up.
It's okay.
I've done an
It's
excellent
okay.
job.
We can recover from this. Maybe.
I truly hope so. I truly do. Just fixing stuff. You know what it's like. There we go. Okay.
I know how it is.
I think we're actually good. Dom is in the chat.
Awesome. Dom.
Hang on. Oh, I need some more water. Should I do that before we start? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, my water was also empty, but I'm gonna dehydrate myself because I care about this stream.
Just fill Bianca, fill.
Oh man, I am super duper excited about our topics tonight because it's the first time in ages that Brendon and I have disagreed on anything on this show, I think, to be perfectly honest. And I feel it's something I used to be ambivalent about, and then I've come full circle on, and now I love it dearly. Spoiler alert for what's going to happen later. We talk about Breloom. Or is it Breloom? Another one of my pronunciation things that will surely be uncovered.
Hello. I've plenty of water.
Excellent.
Has anyone else joined? Let me check. I think we'll just get started. There's people in there. Alright, cool. How's it going? Hey. Oh yeah, so this is my new place. I forgot to...
Oh yeah. First time on stream.
It looks extremely exciting, as you can see.
Look at those crisp white walls.
This right here is a window. Well, I think it's my time. So, welcome to Pokemon X and Y, and I'm Brendon.
And I'm Bianca.
Man, the biggest Pokemon news this week had nothing to do with Pokemon. I guess meme. Whatever.
Yeah, it's all right. That's okay. You can have weeks like that, I guess.
I mean, but not really a news show, so that's good.
Yeah.
So everyone had the exact same joke about these AirPod Pros at the same time. It's fairly easy.
Yeah, it's a simple one.
Mind all the time.
I honestly opened Twitter this morning, just because I do that every morning. And then it was like trending in Australia or whatever, Bellsprout, and I was like, really? What's happened now?
Yeah.
And then I clicked on it and I was like, that's an apt comparison, and I'm glad that thousands of others were able to join in that.
Did you think that there was a gigamax Bellsprout? Because I did.
Briefly, I was like, why is Bellsprout in the news? Is there something being announced? Oh no, it's just AirPods. Okay, I don't care. But
anyway, I'm sorry if you keep seeing me look to the left. I think my cat's trying to leave, but I can't tell. She might just be laying down next to the door,
just chilling out.
Yeah,
in the doorway.
I'll get my roommate to take her out. Anyway, should we get started with the topic?
Yeah, let's. I'm super excited.
So we already mentioned the topics on the Discord, but Bianca's going to be talking about the new Gigamax. I mean, the last round of announcements when they did all the Gen 1 ones, because we looked at the other ones beforehand.
Yeah, just the most recent ones, because there's nothing else new. But just the most recent trailer video that they released had some new ones in there, which is pretty cool.
And now you introduce my topic.
Yeah, and then now we have to talk about how awesome and cool and beloved Breloom is. Real glow up from Shroomish. And I'm sure Brendon is going to tell us how much he also loves Breloom. I'm sure that's definitely what the topic of your slides are.
I think you might be in for a nice surprise.
Oh, well, let's just wait and see.
Well, I should have just said a surprise. But yeah, also, should I look? This is a little off topic. Should I do Movember?
Yes, more people should have mustaches. And I know Mitch has just shaved all of this and left this, and he's just said, "Yep, gonna do it." Not
Oh,
for November, just because he wants one. Do you want to come and demo it, Mitch? Should I come and show the
I'm keen
people?
to see.
Yeah.
I didn't get much of a view, but it looked good from what I saw. Yeah, I hadn't shaved for about 5 days, and then I shaved last night. So probably not the best time. I didn't actually think about the possibility of doing it, but yeah.
But you're supposed to. I suppose if you're doing actually like Movember, you're supposed to start from scratch, right?
I don't know.
Them's the rules. I think it's just wanted to mow, and then coincidentally, he'll be able to stave off any criticism. It's Movember, you can't.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm glad your video is starting a little bit. I mean, on my screen it is. I don't know about what it's like in the chat, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that my internet connection is good.
Yeah, yours is probably great. It's probably mine because but yeah, say so in the chat if it starts to be like just get way too choppy, and I'll just quickly reset.
Yeah. Oh look who's made an appearance on the stream.
Love it. When we eventually get affiliate, your cats can be one of our emoji slots.
Oh my god, true. Yes. So let's get bloody on with it. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
It's Patreon reward. The $1 tier is the one host has to grow a mo. It's not going to be me.
Yeah.
And that Bunta Vista, you put me onto them. I fucking love that they hit that goal to get Waluigi tattoos. I'm so pleased about that.
That's so hectic. Oh man, my video's paused as well. Oh, that might be because okay, no, it hasn't. It's because I'm tabbed out of things. Oh my god, what are you doing? What an amazing thing to be doing on screen.
Bonus entertainment, Pokemon content, and cat content.
Yes. Okay, anyway, it's back up to scratch. Is there anything else you want to say before you introduce this topic? Just so we can linger on this incredibly great joke.
No, I'm good. I hope that everybody enjoys and appreciates this. That's all. Oh, yeah. That's what I hope for.
Real quick on Movember, I was actually thinking that. I was like, what if we did like a charity stream and we could finish, like if you could play a game that takes a couple of hours that you can do in one shot. And I was like trying to think of one. I was like, hang on, Pokemon Snap.
Oh, yeah, that would be really cool actually.
Yeah, you can do that in one sitting. Oh, I mean, I can do it in one sitting. So,
the absolute shame if I've been playing it for 5 hours and I'm still not even close to being done.
Yeah, there's not 150 Pokemon in that.
All right, 151.
Good. There's like 80 something, I think, if that.
It's an achievable goal then.
Yeah. Well, there's like 6 levels and 1 bonus level, which only has 1 Pokemon in it. I won't spoil which one it is. But it's one of... Actually... Well, no, that would be spoiling. Oh my god, my cat's about to jump on my keyboard. Stream could go completely down, so let's not let that happen, actually.
Mike says you just want me to compare Tormeow with a palm tree Pokemon, but that you just can't quite remember the name. That's so funny, because I don't know of any palm tree Pokemon that exists that I can't pronounce the name. And I won't be baited into it.
No pronunciation baiting. We'll get into that a bit later.
Yeah, we will.
First
Shall we then? Yes. Fat Pikachu is back, guys. How good is this?
I mean, to be honest, it would be better if Fat Pikachu is back in a form that isn't like the worst fucking gimmick they've ever put in a Pokemon game. But that being said, Fat Pikachu's back and I love it.
Yeah. I'm very much here for it. And I just want to point something out that is slightly embarrassing given that I made these slides and I suggested that we cover this. I thought that it was called Gigamax and that I was being funny by calling it Gigantamaxing. I genuinely thought that I was saying Gigantamaxing is like a fun joke because it's such a silly word. No, it's actually called Gigantamaxing, and Gigamaxing that's not it. That's not it. It's not definitely name, called Gigantamaxing. It's really fucking bad. It's really, really bad.
Along with that, like I've been calling it Gigamax because I don't want to say the 4-word Gigantamax every time because it's so stupid.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've influenced you in any way, shape or form by doing that or not, but
I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but I don't. It's okay. I don't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Someone says that Fat Pikachu reminds him of Hamster from Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. Yes, I fucking love you know me. I fucking drink those, inject those Professor Layton games directly into my soul, and that's absolutely the same energy. And can we talk about Fat Pikachu's tail? We can.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey.
Looks like a proper lightning bolt. Like the way that it's just colorless, really, well, it's white, but you know what I mean. Like it looks like a proper lightning bolt. I think it would have been kind of cool, but maybe it would have also looked stupid if it was kind of like bluish as well, like real lightning.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, but I could also see that like maybe blue and they didn't want it to look like a big ad for Sweden. You know.
Maybe. But that's making me think of like a blue version of Pikachu would be really cool. Actually, what's shiny Pikachu look like? I think it's like a more like brown.
It's like it's like a weird yellow, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna check
I think
this.
so.
It's like kind of like a golden yellow, I think, as opposed to a yellow. In fact, yeah, it is, because there was actually a do you remember in the episode we did about the Pikachu Paradise Pika thing?
Yes, I remember it vividly.
There was the one with the cool JoJo hair, and he was a different color because he was shiny. So not only did he have cool JoJo hair, but he was also a shiny Pikachu to boot.
Yeah, that's fair. I would have really liked if they just called it Fat Pikachu. However,
yes.
I have a feeling that they wouldn't want to use the word like describe one of their Pokemon as fat.
Yeah. I think we're quite at that point where they could do that, and then it would be okay. They're too big.
Final Fantasy would do it.
Final Fantasy would do it.
There's a
They got fat chocobos all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure you can get one in game. Like
yeah, that's what I was trying to invoke there. They're both yellow as well, and they're both. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and the red clouds. Good point, Dom. The red clouds are weird, right? Because on all of the stills, all of these art, all of the like what I'm just going to call them the official arts on these sort of like slideshow looking things, they have all these red clouds around them. But on the next slide, you'll see that there doesn't appear to be any red clouds, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's just like an art thing. Fuck, I tell you what, I'm excited for the cars revving fast after I move.
Oh, the next one, yeah, there isn't. I think it might turn up maybe later. Or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it does, honestly. I know it doesn't for Butterfree because I was specifically looking for it and it's not there. We'll get there.
Yes. There is so it would be interesting to see if there's a narrative reason for those red clouds. But I know why those clouds are there in this key art. Do you know why they're there?
I do not know why they're there. Please enlighten me.
They're there for scale.
Because they're so big.
Yes. It's
and
like
chunky, as Mike puts it.
Usually artists use birds, but that would be weird. However, with the Corviknight, Gigantamax Corviknight, it does have tiny birds for scale. Which is a trope of artists, I guess. Yeah.
Love it.
Anyway.
Oh, of course, the clouds are so they can go poof and they transform, just like a ninja appearing or disappearing or something.
True, but also scale.
Yeah, also scale.
You got to think about scale. Oh, I should have been looking at this image. Sorry, I should have moved on to the next one. I forgot that there too. So
yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, so this is the one that I took these screenshots myself from the trailer. And as you can see, there's no clouds. There is some sort of weird, because they're kind of red tinged, right? There's this weird red aura energy beam,
crackling
perhaps?
Sexual energy.
Crackling red sexual energy that allows your Pokemon to gigamax, because that's a word. Gigamax. I'm going to say Gigamax. I like it better. That lets your Pokemon Gigamax. So there's this weird, it's not quite the Kamehameha thing that you used to do in Sun and Moon. But yeah, he just sort of did some weird shit, and then the red stuff happened, and then now we have big fat chonky Pikachu.
Big sexual chonky Pikachu.
Yeah.
I really don't like the red tinge on them.
No.
It's really bad. And also they're all shown in the exact same lighting, and it looks a bit silly.
It's also, I don't like too how his tail doesn't have the red tinge, because in the art, so I'll just go back quickly. In the art, there isn't really a red tinge.
Yeah.
He's got a red kind of outline when there would normally be black. But it's not like tinged, and I guess like that's hard to do in the art. But if you then go back to the in-game version, it's like he's standing under a neon spotlight. That's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, big tick of approval from me.
Oh yeah, I do love it though.
Either way, now this one I haven't had a proper look at. I didn't realize there was a Gigamax EV until I was just checking the previews for this. So I'm gonna see this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Hang on.
Soak it in.
Oh no! Oh, okay. It's just this art. I thought it had 5 arms.
Okay. Yeah. No. Definitely, they got the correct number of limbs, correct number of appendages, so you don't have to worry about that one.
Okay, that's slightly better. I mean, yeah, sure. There's, it's all right.
Yeah.
This wasn't needed.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't have a great love of Eevee. It's cute, but it's not up there for me. So I'm just super ambivalent about it. But you guys are saying Dom's saying that it's got the raised paw, and it's just being like,
yeah, it's trying to look evil. That's what I'm seeing because it's got like a smirk.
A little bit. Yeah, and that's something, I think 2 people said it in the comments too. Like maybe the Gigamax Pokemon are going to be evil. Sort of. Normally, red things generally
it's
not always. Yeah, but like if something is like glowing and red and big and large, probably bad. Like generally, it's just a general rule of thumb. And that's definitely what these Gigamax Pokemon are.
I mean, they're evil to like players, like in terms of being a dumb mechanic.
Yeah. But how could it be evil? Because its special G-Max move, which is just like a, I don't know, GX or Mega Move or whatever. I've forgotten the terminology already. It's G-Max. They're all called G-Max, and I really dislike that.
Oh yes, when I was looking through the slides too, I noticed that, and I was like, not a fan of those. Definitely go hand in hand with the red crackling sexual energy.
Yeah, it's like the time when Mimikyu had that special move called Let's Snuggle Forever. Great special move, very unique name, memorable. It wasn't called fucking like X Blade double plus.
It didn't sound like a Bayonetta move.
Yes, exactly.
G-Max Cuddle probably is a Bayonetta move.
Sounds like it's going to be something out of one of those, how to rekindle your relationship books.
Yeah, exactly. We've uncovered something a bit weird.
Yeah. I do have a picture of how Eevee actually looks in the game. It was hard to get a really good one, I'll say, because there's a lot of fluff bouncing around. And the ears are very large. Very, very, very large, which I'm actually kind of on board with, to be honest.
Are they... I don't think Eevee's ears always look like that. Do they?
I'm not sure. Let me just grab a stock image of Eevee.
Yeah, sort of. I feel like these are like the edges.
I think they're slightly longer. I feel like they're slightly longer. They're more rabbity.
Oh yeah, they're definitely that. I just didn't realize they were such like perfect diamond shapes. Like the corners were straight.
Oh
the edges were straight. Yeah, it's a very minor detail. And I was wrong about it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Not really necessary. Fine, it's there. It's in there because Pokemon EV came out last year. Pokemon Let's Go EV came out, and they were already doing Fat Pikachu, so may as well toss EV back as well.
So that's the thing. To get each of these in the game, you import your save data from either Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. So they couldn't really do one without the other, or they could just do neither.
It's great that they spent time making this model instead of importing. Well, they can't import the old models, but anyway, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Don, what is my feeling on bunnies, and does it affect my Eevee ambivalence? I like bunnies, I think. But Eevee doesn't really remind me of a rabbit. It does so in its sort of ways, but it doesn't. I don't look at it and think like, oh, rabbit, cute. I look at it and I'm like, it's a weird foxy.
It's like a fox
dog cat. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like it's purposefully a mixture of a dog and a cat and a rabbit,
Yeah.
which are like the
It's
three most popular
specifically
like kids' pets.
non-specific. Yeah, it's just like generic animal that children will like.
Yeah, which is why, yeah, we've discussed this at some point. That have we? Yes, we have. Eevee really should have been the mascot of the Pokemon series.
Yeah, you've brought this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us one positive Eevee comment. I like in the Gigamax form, its big, fluffy, white, furry bit. It's like it's wearing a big, like, one of those big rich people scarves where they're like walking around like this. And I really like that.
Sure.
I don't know what they're called, rich people scarves. You know what I mean. A boa. I feel like I knew that word.
All right, let's move on.
Yes, let's. It's my boy.
I mean, this is literally the fourth different Charizard.
I know. Listen, you know as much as anybody that I fucking love Charizard, but even I'll admit that it may have been overkill to give him a Gigamax form, considering that he got 2 Mega Evolutions. He got
actually, no. We'll stay on this one for a bit.
Yeah, and as Dom points out, there's piss diamonds where the piss would be.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to.
Yeah.
The first thing I was trying to bring up, basically.
When I first saw it, I was like, nah, but it's the color of fire, and then I was like, no, but it is piss diamonds though. Unfortunately, it's a real detractor for me. Those piss diamonds. Now that you've pointed them out, Dom, so thank you. But
it has diamonds on its knees. Too.
Those I feel like if it was just on the knees could pass for like some sort of scaly marking, and that's fine. The piss diamonds though don't make any sense.
No. So let's ignore the diamonds for now because they're bringing us much sadness.
Yeah. He's got a flame cape. Like a thing, like one of those fucking villain capes. Well, that's how I'm imagining it,
it is
right?
a cape, yes.
Like it's like does up here, and it's like because it starts here. It's like one of those big coat things that you would do up here, like a cloak more than a cape, I guess. If there is such a difference between them.
Yeah, I think they're like wings. They're like pure fire wings. This key art and the in-game model look completely different.
Oh yeah, really fucking different. But this is, I feel like, firstly, the red tinge is pink here for some reason. I don't know if that's just the way that color works, because it's red on an orange and it gives it a pinkish hue, but it looks fucking stupid. You can't even see his face. And because of some reason, they're really strongly lit from like the bottom bit on all of them. They've got like it's like they've put a lighting source directly under them in the game, which means that you like look at his stomach area. The white bit is just like it's like someone's high beamed you at night. Like I can't see shit.
Yes.
It's a bit. But they all have this problem, like that they've got like a. It's like before I said it's like they've got a neon glow around them, but it's like they've got a fucking like a car with high beams on at the same time. It's a bit all over the shop, to be honest.
This whole time I've been thinking I need to judge these two images separately because this is rad. This sucks.
Yeah, this just doesn't look very cool at all.
Like this image here, this looks like it doesn't look like a Pokemon. This looks like something out of like a 1950s Disney's cartoon or something like that. Not 1950s, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the big gargoyle thing from Fantasia. That's a boss in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a proper dragon, though. Like, that's what I get. He looks more dragony than he ever has. But then you look at him in the game and he's like some weird, extremely dark orange and pink and white glowing thing with, as you say, Dom, freaky feet. Very freaky feet.
And Hercules Titan, yes, that's perfect.
Yes.
Also, I would like to mention that we went 24 minutes without mentioning Kingdom Hearts.
So didn't you think maybe we should start a timer on stream? Yes. We can just reset it.
So this sucks. There's too much going on. The lighting is way off. There's too much lighting going on.
Way
to the point
too
where
much.
It's like uncomfortable to look at, genuinely.
Yeah.
This sucks.
And can I just say, like, I watched this scene like over and over and over, trying to find a good time to screenshot it, to put this image in there. This was the best one I could find, because at any other time there was random dust clouds from when they spawned, or like dust clouds from when they started their attack. It was very stupid.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
This is where it's at.
Yeah. Its move is called gigamax befuddle. I just want to give a shout out to the word befuddle though.
Mm-hmm.
Underused, underrated, and underappreciated.
Yeah, I think we can go straight to the best. Yeah, let's look at this image first.
Yeah.
Are you implying that this big butterfree has a big penis?
Well, you know what they say.
I don't, Bianca. I don't.
It means that they're really cool.
And
that we like them. That's what we say about Pokemon with big wingspans, is they're cool and we like them.
I see.
It's like Wingull. He's cool and we like him.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, big butterfree is awesome. Yeah, big Mothra vibes going on here.
Yeah. I was actually in two minds. Do I make my Windspan joke or do I make a Mothra joke in the slide title?
Yeah, but so I feel like they were actually going for Mothra there. Is the thing like?
Yeah. It's just like, what I like about this is that it's very clean. Like,
yeah.
Like, kind of like how Fat Pikachu is very clean. It's just a big, chunky Pikachu with a slightly different tail. This is just a big Butterfree with slightly different wings. It's super, super, super clear.
It'd be better if it didn't have the pink shading too.
Yeah, and the pink shading. But you can't get it. Fortunately, it's not on his wings.
Yeah, it has like the least amount of pink shading that there is, basically.
Yeah. I wonder if I know this happened to me in World of Warcraft when I got sick of seeing green everywhere. Like, the color thing stayed the same for too long. It was just green. And like, I wonder and I hope that doesn't happen in Sword and Shield, where like we're going to see this weird pinkish red tinge a lot, and I hope they don't overdo it, and then I feel like this is the pinkish red game and I'm not here for it.
That's a great point. I think we're okay there, because as you may have noticed, I think like you can only use the Gigamax Pokemon in these big stadiums, which I think are like the gym battles.
Yeah.
So I think we'll only get this red tinge in the gym battles, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Controversial one coming up next.
Oh yeah.
I mean, only controversial to me, because everyone else seems to love it.
So I don't post on Facebook very much, but I do use it a lot to participate in various shitposting groups. And one of the most recent posts on my timeline is from you, like 8 months ago, reminding me of something that you said over a year ago, which was that it's time for all you nerds to accept that tall palm tree Pokemon fucking rules. I fail to see why you don't think the same logic applies here. If
it wasn't for Longcat, Gigantic Meowth would be awesome. However, I cannot abide by Game Freak putting in memes that are a decade old into games. I cannot stand that, and this is a trend that needs to fucking stop.
Yeah.
This is my only point of contention. I'm sorry that Meowth had to be dragged into this, but unfortunately...
Sorry, Meowth. It's not your fault. It's the principle of the thing.
It is the principle of the thing. I've done my own research, and I've come to my own conclusion. Is that you need to stop putting fucking memes into video games.
Yeah, and I know that you said this, that the meme is a decade old. So I went to knowyourmeme.com to find a picture of Longcat. And you know that was first fucking posted in like 2004 or something?
Yes.
It's an ancient meme. I remember it from when I was like first using the internet to look at funny pictures of cats in like 2010, 11. And I used to think it was fucking funny. And it was old then. It's insane to me.
This is why I'm glad that I don't know if you agree with me, but I'm glad that you have the context of why I dislike it so much.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. You keep asking me to say it. It's Executor.
Yes.
thought about it, slowed it down. But if I was just to say it in the heat of the moment, I know I would fuck it up, and my old habit of how I say it would slip out. You've shamed me into not saying it.
So this is where we don't want to go. I was going to bring this up when we talked about the next Pokemon, but I don't want you to ever feel like you're being shamed with your pronunciations. Pokemon is a game that doesn't have any voice acting, despite being a game that's being made in 2019. That notwithstanding, there's no voice acting, so it's up to debate. These are literally made up words.
Yeah. I am mostly kidding. I am mostly hamming it up. I embrace that I say it executor and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I say it how I say it. What's you gonna do? Jay, where's my start on the internet so late? I don't know, honestly. I was a late bloomer, I guess. I had MSN Messenger and I had to like hide it from my parents because they banned me. They were like, you can't use chat rooms. And I was trying to explain that MSN Messenger was not a chat room. I could just talk to my friends from school.
All right.
But they didn't understand that, so I had to like install it secretly, and then like I would like get rid of it and minimize everything and like hide it from the computer. I had to like take the shortcut off the desktop, and I was like, they'll never find it now. So yeah, because I was really late. That was why I was still looking at fucking pictures of cats in 2011 when people had probably moved on from that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there was a mass hysteria about online chat rooms. I remember, good times.
Yeah,
they weren't really founded. I mean, there's obviously weird seedy chat rooms. That is now called 4chan. So they're still around, but it's not like we're all going onto 4chan. Also, 4chan is, that was a joke about 4chan. It's more like 8chan is what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They pointed out though, there's a kanji symbol on Gigamouth's Miet. Gigameowth.
Yeah.
That thing. I have no idea what that symbol is.
Yeah.
That was a good pickup. I actually didn't notice it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know what it says. I bet it says like gold or money or coin or something along those lines.
Yeah, it may have something to do with the because his special move, or Meowth's Gigameowth, is his special move is called like
Gold Rush. Gmax Gold Rush.
Gmax Gold Rush. So maybe it's something to do with like jackpot or Gold Rush or something like that to do with that. But I will investigate. I will do my own research and I'll draw the objectively correct conclusion.
Please do. Yeah, I can't see it just from a very quick Google search, but there's a video. The first suggestion is what you need to know about the 5 new Gigantamax. Oh no, I thought it was just 5 things about Gigantamax Meowth. That will not tell us what the kanji says. Yeah, maybe I'll tweet
Mike says it's kanji for Executor Rocks. Executor. And he's there you go. It's settled. Thanks, Mike, for doing the research.
I'm going to tweet James Turner and ask him.
Yeah, please.
I wonder if he has Twitter. Anyway, I'm about to give my presentation, but I need to know.
Yes.
If he does, then I'll tweet him. I'll tag
Surely he does. Surely he does.
Oh God. James? Oh my God.
I don't know that he does.
Oh, that sucks. I really want to tweet him.
There's a guy called James Turner that says, "Hey, Jay Turner," and he's a journalism instructor, crime writer, and geek. And his website is winnipegcrime.com.
I like him. Does he like...
Go, James Turner.
Does he like geek and nerd culture?
Only geek.
All right. So it looks like it doesn't have it, but I will tweet at Game Freak. All right. Let's move on. I'm really excited about this. There's multiple reasons. Number one, we haven't done one of these, which is an old school episode in ages, which is the original format where we just pick apart a single Pokemon. Two, I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Breloom, and we're about to get into it. Number three, look what we're about to watch. This is the first result that came up when I typed in Pokemon Breloom on YouTube.
Yeah, let's just witness this. Are you going to watch the whole thing? Because I'm going to watch it on my end.
Yes. Oh, the whole thing? I don't know. It's very repetitive.
Yeah.
And I could not gauge the sincerity of this or not.
So I read the description that the guy made for this,
Yeah.
and it's something like, "Oh, I don't know, need the copyrights," and then it just says, "Breloom is one of my favorite Pokemon. This is my tribute."
Oh, I love that. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah. Dude just really fucking loves Breloom, and he just wanted to make an AMV.
That's really what I wanted to hear. Yeah, Mitch, I was actually looking into it. I was like, is Breloom actually good in competitive? Because that would sort of redeem it in some regard. Because it's got real high attack.
Yeah. He's an actual blast cannon, which is absolutely right. I regularly got my ass kicked by it on Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah.
You could like swap him in. You'd use those like things like baton pass and all of that stuff, and then he would just fucking focus punch the absolute bejesus out of you. Because his speed was really good. And, yeah.
Oh man, I love this song. Okay. We have to start at the beginning. Which is the Pokemon that evolves from.
Yeah.
What do you think of Shroomish?
Like, look, I said this at the start, real glow up. Shroomish isn't great. He's got a very washed out color palette, and I don't love it. He does look like a Goomba, but Goombas have more expression and personality in their face, and he's just eyes. Kind of like, that's it. That's what he's conveying to you. It's just like, I look at him and I'm like, mild discomfort is the vibe I get. And mild, like just mild, full stop, is the vibe from the color palette. I really don't like Shroomish at all. I think it looks extremely silly.
Thank you. I didn't actually realize it had feet until I was looking at some pictures of Shroomish, and I was like, well, that redeems it in some regard, because I guess it sort of looks cute when it waddles around. The color palette is fucking terrible. The face is awful. I cannot stress the importance of eyes on any sort of character model, but particularly Pokemon who are non-verbal. This is 2 dots and a line.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, James Turner? What the fuck?
Wait, is this James Turner's Pokemon too?
No.
Okay,
I've just decided to make this a running joke, much like Todd Howard being to blame for a lot of things.
Oh, he's a coward. Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, James Turner isn't a coward, but Todd Howard is.
Don't get me wrong, green is a great color, but this really pale green next to the really pale beige is just a boring wash.
It's terrible. Okay, so I I'll tell the story of why I'm talking about Breloom first, and while I do that, I will play the AMV again.
Awesome.
So I've discussed this on the show before, but Pokemon Sapphire, so Gen 3, it was the last time that I played a Pokemon game before I looked at all the Pokemon designs before it came out. So basically the last time I went into a Pokemon game 100% fresh, and also the last time I was, had the innocence of a child before Gen 4 came along, and I knew what all the Pokemon designs looked like beforehand. Anyway, so I caught a Shroomish. I'm pretty sure it might be an exclusive to Sapphire. I might be totally wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's an exclusive. And I was expecting it to evolve into something cool. I thought it had potential because I needed grass type. Gets to level 23, which evolves into a Breloom. And I was like, this isn't a very good design, but this is obviously the awkward second evolution. Its third evolution is going to be sweet. So I just kept leveling. Get to level 36, and I was like, all right, it's going to level at 36. Nothing happens. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I went and actually Googled it. I don't want to like hype the story up too much. I might be making things up, but this could be the exact moment that all innocence was lost in my life. Googled it, doesn't evolve. I was like, what the fuck? I've been training this stupid Pokemon, this terrible looking Pokemon, and it's not going to evolve.
Brutal.
Yeah, very disappointed. So, in saying that, when we go forward, I will... Oh, geez, that's my email. I didn't bring it up on stream, don't worry. So, with that being said, this is where my bias comes from.
Yeah.
And my disdain for Breloom is probably tied into that, so I'm biased. Never, I still think it sucks really bad. It sucks big time. How would you pronounce this Pokemon's name? I've pronounced it a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been saying Breloom. And I'm just gonna be brutally honest because that's how Mitch says it, and he just appeared to he knew what a Breloom was, so I was like, oh, it must be said Breloom.
Mike, I did not name it because for some reason, I just never, like, when I used to play Pokemon games, I would never name them just because, like, it was easier to, I don't know, like, because I was more fresh to them and I would like to know their names a bit easier. If I play new Pokemon games, then if there's a new Pokemon, I still won't nickname it just so I can, like, get into my head what it is every time I see it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I already know what it is, then I'll give it a nickname. I looked it up in the anime. It is pronounced as I've been saying, which is Breloom.
Really? Okay.
Before I looked it up, I was pronouncing it Breloom. Hence this picture of some brie and a loom. Just a little joke for you. I will now swiftly move on. So
that's okay. If I'm allowed Executor, you're allowed Breloom.
Real quick, I can't remember, like, aesthetically, what do you think of Breloom?
I genuinely like Breloom.
Okay.
I genuinely like him. I don't know what it is. I think that there's a handful of Pokemon from Ruby, like Gen 3 Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire that I really, really like because I didn't play those games and then I found out about them later and I was like, whoa, these are cool. And I guess because I didn't go through that experience of having to deal with Shroomish for however many levels, I just saw this Pokemon, I'm like, fuck, that's cool. And like Latios and Latios, I didn't even know that they existed for a really, really long time. Cool. And then I saw them, I was like, holy shit, these are awesome. These look sick. And Breloom is in that category for me. I like how he's like kind of dragony, but he's also kind of birdy, but then he's got his cool hat and he's kind of planty. Like, I know we criticize Pokemon sometimes for having too much happening. And I've just listed a lot of things that I'm pulling out of this Pokemon. But inexplicably, I love it in this specific example.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah.
Mitch, I agree. I feel like Gen 3 was the peak of the series. I mean, from more objective, obviously Gen 5 is my fave, but that's a sentimental favorite. I feel like Gen 3 is where that was creatively the peak.
Yeah.
In terms of designs, at least. Yeah. Okay, then. I'm glad that you said you liked it, because I would like you to justify why Breloom is a fighting type.
Go for it.
No, I want you to.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
the only sorry. So I completely misheard you. So the only reason, right, why he would be a fighting type is because of the ninja angle, right? Like that's it. That's all there is, because it doesn't actually make sense from any other way. He hasn't even got fucking arms to punch with. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll be perfectly honest. But he's got his cool ninja hat, sort of.
Right, okay.
And that's how I've always thought, because he's kind of like a ninja dragon bird grass thing.
Kangaroo.
And I've never gotten kangaroo out of it, but I saw what you've got on the next slide. But I honestly like that it was the ninja angle. That's why it's fighting, because they don't have stealth type, you know.
Interesting. That I was not expecting any of what you just said. Before I get stuck into the individual components, I thought I should probably read out some facts, like the Pokedex entries.
Oh, yep.
Because we're going to learn a bit. So, you know how it's got these seeds on its tail? They're toxic and they taste terrible. I thought I'd mention that just to perpetuate the meme of the edible Pokemon episode.
Okay, yeah.
So Breloom and Shroomish are both the mushroom type Pokemon. Mm-hmm. There are 6 other mushroom type Pokemon, which means there's too many. But we'll talk about those later.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of distinguishing features. A lot of things mention the seeds on its tail, which if you try to eat them will poison you. Why is it a poison type? Why is it a fighting type? Who fucking knows?
I think the only answer is so he can do focus punch and be a good Pokemon.
So you even mentioned it. Breloom doesn't have hands. It has two little claw things. I even watched it fighting in the anime, and it just goes.
Yeah.
Keeping that in mind, apparently Breloom has the boxing prowess better than any professional boxer. It is amazing at punching. That is its thing. Apparently.
Yeah.
The direct quote from a Pokedex: its technique is as good as a professional boxer.
I now all of a sudden get the kangaroo thing that you were saying. I've literally never seen it before. And I guess because I never played the games, I didn't get the boxing thing. It doesn't look like I feel like this is what people that don't live in Australia think is a good representation of a kangaroo.
This was completely new to me. So it throws punches with its stretchy arms, apparently, in all the videos I saw.
No. What?
I didn't see any stretchy arms going on.
Okay, good. I'm glad that one just seems to have been not transformed into canon. Oh, I would hate to see that.
These are all direct quotes from the Pokedex entries. This Pokemon's fighting technique puts boxers to shame. Punches are so fast they're almost invisible. And so the whole thing, the idea is that it scatters poisonous spores with its tail, and when they're like thrown off by the spores, it runs in and punches them. You're
Pretty solid strategy.
Yeah, this is a Bulbapedia thing. They were speculating as well that the hats are like Kasa, which is just a general type of Japanese hat.
Yeah.
I was just thinking it's just supposed to be mushroom, but yeah, that sort of makes a bit more sense. The name, I didn't even realize it's a combination of umbrella and mushroom. I got the bit, but I didn't realize umbrella, which is like, yeah. It doesn't look anything like an umbrella, so it's a weird thing to name it after, but I guess they got there.
It's more like if you're going to say anything, his head hat, because it's mushroomy because it's got those lines. Do you like that head hat?
Yeah.
It's got those lines in there, which is kind of like if you look at a regular mushroom, like a cut mushroom, button mushroom. I don't know what they're called, normal mushrooms.
Yeah.
And they've got the brown thing with the lines on it. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like that. But then I could also see like it could look like a parasol, not an umbrella, but like a parasol. Right, you know how people have them. Which I could see the umbrella thing because that's where a parasol would go, right above your head. Yeah. But I'm actually very interested because I didn't look this up. Its eye thing on its head. Is that mentioned at all in any of the Bulbapedia entries or anything?
I believe spores are released.
Oh, more spores. Yeah. Okay.
It's not an eye.
Yeah. Yeah. It just looks like one.
So I'll bring up my mood board, and we'll go from top to bottom, all the features and what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've gone through the spore thing. I'm okay with that. Actually, let's start with the color palette. Terrible. Green, yellow, red. No. No,
I think the red makes all the difference.
I feel like you can do it with Pokemon like what's it called, Roselia, but no, not here.
Big question: is he made of meat or plant? Well, we'll just have to file that one away until the edible Pokemon episode.
Also, I was going to talk about this, but I'll keep it snappy because we're already 48 minutes in.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like grass is this. Almost the most derivative type of Pokemon. The most derivative type is water because they're just all fish. But yeah, there's a lot of generic plant Pokemon that looks like a plant.
Yeah, just
not much thinking outside of that.
Yeah, I feel like this looks relatively unique though. Like it doesn't literally look. It's not like pseudo that Pokemon that I'm too scared to pronounce. Yes. Which is it's just a tree. But I don't know. I like the red. I think the red makes all the difference from that god-awful shroomish color palette.
This would be an absolute monstrosity if there was no red. I won't go that far. Okay. Yeah. so going down the mushroom
Yeah.
hat, fine. It's
Yeah.
also kind of it's been used before, but whatever. The eyes, the cold, dead eyes, paired with that one line smile.
Yeah.
It's very Woodstock, which is why I included Woodstock, which is the first thing I thought of when I was trying to describe it. Also,
Yeah.
the seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Yes. Yes. I saw that you put Woodstock in there. I was like, oh yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what he looks like. So I'm glad that you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think we already discussed this. I didn't think about the kangaroo connection until I started looking into it. When I was doing research. Obviously this mushroom. There's two sorts of dinosaurs that Bulbapedia compared it to, but this is one of them. And sorry, actually, we need to keep moving down. Yeah, the whole head thing. It's like a bird motif, which doesn't go in with anything else.
I mean, dinosaurs are birds.
Every single aspect is drawing from something else, and it's
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah. Yeah. It is absolutely a case of one of those ones where I've very strongly criticized Pokemon for having too much happening, and they just need to pick one thing and stick to it and stop trying to shoehorn in 300 different things.
Yeah.
But I like Breloom, so
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just think he's kind of cool. I just think they're neat, you know. I just also want to say, Kangaroo Jack. I'm loath to sidetrack us even further. Have you seen that movie? At all?
Yes, I went to see it in the Nara movie theater, which is the classiest of movie theaters.
Yeah. For whatever reason, when I was still living at home, when I was like a teenager or something, we had it on DVD for some reason. I swear to fucking God, I watched that movie like 8 times because I don't know what it is. I think my younger siblings really enjoyed it because they're quite younger. So I guess they just liked it. And I remember...
That's what I assumed, yeah.
Even as a very, as a young adult, I would have been like right in the area where like I should have found this funny. And it was not, like, even then I was like, this is stupid. Yeah. Americans suck.
Americans are terrible. Like, I was expecting an Australian movie, and then it comes on, and I was like, this isn't.
It was awful. It was awful. And it was like so stereotypical, and the way everyone spoke was so stupid and contrived. Oh, not a good movie.
Yeah. Speaking of things that aren't good, so Breloom's got
brutal.
These little burlap collar thing. I don't know. It would be fine if there wasn't so much going on already.
I think, but that's just what the Shroomish had turned into. Because if Shroomish has got the same thing, if you jump back, he's got the thing around his face, and obviously he's just grown a neck in the evolution process.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's because I like when Pokemon evolutions, they continue the story, they continue the journey of the Pokemon's life. You know, they are when they improve by a times amount, not an addition. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I know exactly. I know. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else understood it, but I definitely understood it.
They improve I like when they improve exponentially.
Yeah.
Also, I include this image because this is like the worst angle to see Breloom, because you don't see it from other angles too often.
It's got like a little Bulbasaur Charmander face from that angle.
Yeah, but it also has like the mouth to me says, I have no idea what's going on right now or in my entire life.
Just like please help me.
Please help me.
Yeah, I fucking don't. Oh, whoops! I just knocked everything off. My desk is a mess. It's doing the ninja run, like the Naruto run.
The Naruto run, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the claws, which make no fucking sense because, as we've established, this Pokemon is all about punching. It would have been just as easy to put fists on it, and I reckon, would have been a lot better anyway.
Like, imagine what he would have looked like if he had boxing gloves instead of claws.
Yes, that would be so fucking cool.
Which is giving me a big Andrew O'Keefe no deal.
What? On the punches?
Because of Hitmonchan. Because Hitmonchan's already done it. That's a good point.
Crabrawler's got them as well.
And Crabrawler has them. Did that come after this, or was that also...
No, Crabrawler... Yeah, Crabrawler's after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we get to the whole kangaroo thing. I don't understand where this came from. I mean, it's not explicitly. Well, it sort of is because then it ties into fighting. It's very confusing.
Yeah,
It's really
I feel like
confusing.
this is one of those things where, like, I forget exactly which Pokemon it was, but we talked about it's like they have a pool of Pokemon ideas. Like, one that's a mushroom idea, one was a kangaroo boxing idea, and one was a grass bird looking thing idea. And then they're like, perhaps we'll get developing separately. And then at one point they go shoot into Breloom. I forget. I've used that exact analogy before. I forget which Pokemon I was talking about, but I swear to fucking God that's how they create Pokemon. It has to be, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this or I independently had a similar thought, but yeah, it sometimes feels like the choices to combine different themes is totally random.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes sense, like if it's based off a pun or something like that. But I'll come up with some better examples. Maybe we should. That could be an entire episode, obviously. But I'll try to come up with some examples. Maybe put them in Discord or something. The claw, the talon sort of claw things, they're cool, but because this Pokemon is all about punching, they serve no purpose.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, stretchy arms has really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I know that they're not like that hasn't been canonized anywhere, and it certainly wasn't in the AMV that we watched. But that really disturbs me. The idea that maybe he's a few meters away and he's just gonna like fucking extendo go gadget arm to punch you. That's awful. I do not like that at all.
Let's pay attention in the AMV, because I wasn't really focusing on that, and also another excuse to watch the AMV.
Yeah, it's just.
I kick. See, also it seems like his signature ability is Energy Ball, which is a grass type move, but it's not a physical type attack. It's a special type attack.
Yeah. Look, I don't. There's not a lot of logic, but I really like Breloom.
I'm just checking for stretchy arms at the moment.
Yeah.
I was seeing them. This combustion fight looks hectic though.
Yeah. Dom, you were asking earlier if Combuskin evolves in that fight to Blaziken, and probably.
Probably is the answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like that scene from Cowboy Bebop where they're in the train. Like that little bit where they was just like fighting. I don't know if I'm being descriptive enough, or even if it was a scene in a train from Cowboy Bebop that I'm thinking of, or if it's something completely different. But you know the fight scene I'm talking about, surely.
Me, I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop.
Well, it's like they show it side on, and it's just like one shot for ages, and it just slowly pans as they fight each other.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I have seen? Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Unfortunately, it's not in Neon Genesis Evangelion. I can say that for sure.
There aren't. Oh no, I was about to say there aren't many fight scenes, but I remember there's lots of robot fighting.
Yeah.
You should watch that movie though.
Yeah, I really should. I really should. I got a sidetracking again, but I watched probably the first 5 or 6 episodes while I was overseas, like in transit or whatever. But then when I came back, I was watching other shows. Like I just completely binged the absolute bejesus out of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right. Me and Mitch watched the whole thing start to finish in about a week and a half or 2 weeks, and that was fucking love that show. So good.
I've never seen it. I haven't watched any of that either.
It's on Netflix. That's why we watched it, because it's just been added to Netflix. I massively recommend it. It's an excellent TV show.
I feel like I should. Yeah, I just want to, like, again, I'm getting close to time, but I want to quickly touch on these mushroom Pokemon.
Yes.
These are all the other mushroom Pokemon. Are you aware of do you know what this Pokemon in the top right-hand corner's name is? I've forgotten it, but I need to.
In the top right, this one that I've selected, that's Morlul.
Yeah. Are you aware there's a Pokemon called Morlul?
Yeah. Do you know what I wasn't aware of? This incredibly fucked up Pokemon that I want to delete. That is don't make it bigger. No. Morlul is cute and kind of nice. And it was in the movie, and it was like a nice little scene, and it was really great, and I liked Morlul. What the fuck is that though? That's awful. That hurts me in my soul, and
Well, this is what it looks like to me, which is the hidden Gaster model in Undertale. Also like Slenderman, obviously, and also Salad Fingers.
Yeah, salad fingers. It looks like fucking salad fingers.
I think,
Ugh.
Did you hear that?
yeah. I'll get rid of this.
Please.
I
What
think-
is that Pokemon called so I can ban it from my
It's
life?
got a real weird name. She-Notic with 2 eyes.
Oh, okay.
Shii-N. I reckon it would look awesome, like with its color palette, if it wasn't for that face.
Everything about it is not comforting at all. Stop making it big. Oh my god, I hate it.
How big can I get it? It's a bit all right. It's off the screen now.
Okay, good.
Paris and Parasect we don't really need to talk about.
Yeah.
These guys, what do you think? These guys on the left, the final fungus, which is all I can think of. Fungus.
Yeah, it's a moongoose, no, fungus and a moonshroomgus or something. Something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even write it down. It's.
Yeah.
I think that might have been too many syllables. So.
Maybe.
A Mushu fungus.
Let me just Google what it is. Because what is fungus?
Yeah.
Fungus.
Fungus. The final fungus.
The final fungus. And then it's a moongus. A moongus.
Yeah.
I don't this was it's a Gen 5 Pokemon, right? So it was part of the soft reboot, right?
Yeah.
And I get that they had to have something like they wanted to have Voltorb and Electrode had to be accounted for,
Yeah.
and Paris and Parasect had to be accounted for. Like in the mushroom set, they had a mushroomy type thing. And I get that. You need to account for it somehow, but I don't like them. I don't know what it is.
I think the first design is cool. I don't think they you know how I like to talk about the story of the evolution, Bianca? It's like it's like they evolved 10 by times, not plus.
Yeah.
No, it's like exponentially, see, right?
Yeah.
Please tell me you caught on to the joke just then.
I caught on.
Okay.
I caught on.
Yeah, they didn't iterate on the idea, but I do think it was cool that they tried to do another similar Electrode Voltorb thing.
Yeah. Because I like the idea that, because it makes sense that Pokemon would try to mimic Pokeballs eventually by some evolutionary happenstance that would happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is specifically about I don't know if it's their mouth that I find particularly insulting, but it's just something about it.
I'm fine with the mouth with the first one, but when it gets full eyes in the second one, and has eyebrows, that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah. Tom's just said about 12 O's.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's like they're in the middle of doing that or whistling, Yes, virtually whistling. It's exactly what it's like.
I remember too that everyone can see the chat is on the stream as well. But yeah, that's it. That's all. We make.
Sorry, I've just read Dom's comment about the Velcro catch pads that I'm sure that every person in this country has received as a Christmas gift at least once. You know, the Velcro things, you catch a tennis ball.
Oh yes.
And that was the game.
Yes.
That's what he's got.
TBH, catching an actual ball is more fun.
I don't know. Have you had the joy of it just weirdly slapping into this? Isn't that fun?
You're right.
Isn't that fun?
You're right.
I'm being sarcastic. It wasn't fun at all. I'm totally with you.
I think I might have come up with a new segment too.
Oh yeah.
Which is where I can my new rain mate doesn't play Pokemon games, so I feel like I asked her what her opinion on this was.
Yep.
I feel like that could be a new segment. I could actually.
Yeah. What does Ali think?
Yeah, I'll invite her in next time to give her thoughts.
Yeah, that sounds like a great.
Ask her about this too.
It sounds like a great idea. I have a little bit of like a soft spot in my heart for like those videos on YouTube where it's like they're just showing pictures of Pokemon to like their grandma or something, and they're like, "What do you imagine that this would be called?" And then they just come up with whatever they think, and it's really, I just love it. Yeah, it's great.
Maybe I should do that then.
Yeah, it's the same thing like that sort of joy that you get from watching the Easy Allies series where
yes,
it's just like going into it blind. Love it.
Yeah, the thing I love about that Easy Allies series in particular though is that that they're very encouraging. I can't remember what the dude's name is, which one Brendon and which one is Kyle, but he's not knocking him for
not knowing
things about Pokemon. And
Yeah.
yeah, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ali said that this pack, at first she said she liked it, and then after about 10 seconds, she said there's too much going on.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. But she's not wrong. She did like it though. Go, Ali.
For about 10 seconds.
That's okay. I'll take those 10 seconds.
Oh man, I need to stop talking for a little bit. My voice is. My voice. I need to be good for Thursday when I'll be doing even more talking on the next Nuzlocke run.
Yeah.
Which is going well.
Sure.
We haven't lost any pals yet.
I'm so pleased with how you've been going and doing it. It's very, very good.
The second time round. The fast forward button when I'm leveling them up really helps.
Yeah.
Especially for the stream. But yeah, I need to leave. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Your planet needs you.
I have to go away now. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you hanging out in the chat as well. Who's safe for Square Enix hung stuff for Kingdom Hearts games? Me, I'm looking forward to seeing how they move away from Kingdom Hearts 3. No, how I don't know.
I mean, it's one of those things where like they've got such a clean slate.
Exactly.
Like,
that's exactly it.
Please don't fuck it up by making fucking games on the PS4 Pro VR edition or some shit. Please don't fucking do that.
No, they only do like the DLC, like the Final Fantasy fishing game, which is a PlayStation VR exclusive.
Yeah.
Or the Cup Day episode. Great idea.
Yeah, it will. Public holiday down there in Melbourne for you slackers. We should do a horse. Yeah, we should. We should do a horse themed episode. Yeah. It's a good excuse to talk about Zeb Stricker.
Are there any bad horse ones? I know Mudbury's pretty shit, to be in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say Zeb Stricker is pretty shit.
Oh, do I love it? I'm not sure. I'll let you know next week.
Stay tuned.
Bye.
All right. See you guys. Thanks. Bye.